Hello and welcome. I am the Sterling and today we are playing Anno 1800. So sit back, grab a cold one and let's get started. We have a lot to do this episode and hopefully without completely losing the entire fleet like last time. Now, I know with the power of editing I could have just edited that part out and came out looking all squeaky clean, but I'm sure someone would have noticed the entire fleet missing, got in the comments and been like, "Hey Sterling, where's your fleet gone?" And I'd be like, they've gone to the farm. The farm, I tell ya. Our episode starts here at Manola. This is ridiculous. I've been bumbling around now for 7 episodes struggling to pronounce things in this game. Enough is enough. Our empire is on the road to becoming a superpower, and we are going to do what every great superpower does: renames other people's things that we can't be bothered learning how to pronounce correctly. So, Arthur, you're now Arthur. And as for Manola, you look hot, you look wet, sticky. So from now on, you shall be known as New Cairns. Hello, Editor Sterling here. I just wanted to point out and bring to everyone's attention the fact that in this scene, I spell Cairns wrong. It's not spelt C-A-I-N-S, it's spelt C-A-I-R-N-S. Come on, Sterling, get it right. So, I just want to reassure everyone that's too late for this episode, but the next episode, I will have rectified that problem. So to begin this episode, we are starting here at New Cairns. Or we'll just completely flip to another city for God's no reason. Not off to a good start. Suddenly I'm an American for some reason. What the on earth is going on? There we go. That's better. I swear I know how to play this game. So to start off the episode, we're here at New Cairns, and we've got lots to do here. So what I want to do is, for starters, I want to nick off all this timber production. I want the room. I will keep the clay here over time and any other resource that we produce because they're scarce across the islands. I also want to start reimagining the way this all is. I want to move things around. I want to fix up the farmland. I want to start raising the population. I want to at least double the amount of homes we've got on here. I want to start climbing the tiers here so we can really start pumping a lot of resources back home. I also want to start building up the defense here. Maybe put in some towers, get some ships out here, whatever needs to be done to be able to protect this place. This is going to be the hub of this area, of this region, the New World. And it will be responsible for protecting any other island here, for taking any other island. This will be the home for it. This will be home base. So there needs to be a lot done here. This has been very neglected for a long time. First off, I'm going to need to produce some new ships, fix up some trade routes, and start shipping the resources I need from the old world to New Cairns. So that will be the first thing I do. Leave it with me and let's get started. In the new world, they're going to need sewing machines soon. And we're also having a bit of a shortage of sewing machines as it is on Sassenberg. So we're just going to put down 2 more sewing machine factories. It's just a matter of finding a place to put them. I'm thinking we're just going to have to put them on the back wall here. Maybe there and there. Once the sewing machine factories are built, I can then start transporting sewing machines to the new world.
This island is as yet unclaimed. This island is the earthly twin of Tian, the mighty heaven.
Yes, take the island. I don't want it anyway.
A settlement.
Let's go find out where she did it. Huh. But I like that island. Bugger. That's alright. After I finish with Arthur, I can always turn on the others. But I didn't say that too loud, did I? Here in the new world, Arthur is attacking our... is attacking our trade ships as they go from New Cairns. Is it going to say it again? Ship constructed. Should be one more. Ship constructed.
Ship constructed.
There we go. Now can I talk? Thank you. Arthur is attacking our ships as they go from New Cairns all the way down this map here. You'll see the route I've been taking off the side of the map here, and then they pop out somewhere around here and off to Cape Tuani. He's been floating around this area attacking our ships. So what I've done is I've just popped a couple of my battleships from Cape Tuani here in the New World, and hopefully as his ships are following my trade ships attacking them, they'll cross paths with my battleships here. I'm also sending a couple more to reinforce these ones, but for the minute it's mostly men of war. It's mostly first ship of the line he's attacking me with at the moment. These will make light work of that. We have another newspaper. Enemy siege repelled. Town is fireproof. Penny Farthing's running out. Oh no. That's the real news right there. Penny Farthing's running out. How will people get around? So I've been doing a bit of work, moving things around, as you can see, here in New Cairns. This is going to be the new layout. And then it's going to be doubled. So it'll come out here, which I'm about to do in a second. But I've had to move the entire thing a little bit over so I could add the extra bit of room, because we've got a whole bunch of needs that are going to have to start coming in here now, such as, where is it? The boxing arena, which I'll be putting the boxing arena about here. And so a whole bunch of stuff needs to go in. Well, there we go. We've now well and truly doubled the potential of population we can now have here in New Cairns. Now I'll slowly start upgrading everything and then making sure that their needs are met. It'll be a very slow process, but I don't want to start starving everybody on both here and the New World, obviously, because if they start underproducing something such as tea or rum, then Sassenberg's going to suffer. So it's all got to be very slow and very precise. I'm running out of canned goods on Sassenberg, and we've got bugger all here in Sutherland, so we are definitely using up all our canned goods, which is not good. Now, I've been going through just to make sure that we have all the necessary ingredients to make canned goods, and it looks like we do. We have plenty of iron ore and all the other ingredients. So it's purely that we just don't have enough factories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down another cannery. Now I know that I'm going to be short now. So I know that I'm not going to have enough goulash. So I'm probably going to have to build another kitchen. And then in turn, I'm going to have to make more cattle farms and red pepper farm. But for the minute, I'm just going to put the one cannery down and see how that goes. And then as it asks for whatever ingredient that it's lacking, I'll then produce it, just so I can keep everything nice and tight. So as I've slowly been growing Sassenberg, their needs have been going up. We are just producing enough by the looks. I'm not quite being able to get it over quick enough, but that's all right. So the 3 things that we're sort of lacking, 4 things, 5 things, oh geez. We're lacking quite a lot of things. We definitely don't have enough rum. We're not making enough penny farthings.
It's the only way we learn.
We're not producing enough canned goods. We're not producing enough sewing machines, and we're not getting enough tea. So we've got a lot of things now we've got to get on top of, because if we don't, we can't keep upgrading. So I'm going to go through and just slowly work it all out. And this is interfering with my project in the New World. I'm not happy about this. There. So I've just been going through all my buildings, and I think I've come up with the reason why we're lacking penny farthings. I'm going back through. This is my second time through. I have a lot of steel production. It's crazy. Huh. I've got a weapons factory. I got rid of all my weapons factories. I thought, I don't need you. What? Bye. Now, the reason why I believe we're lacking penny farthings is I'm not producing penny farthings. And I'm not even sure that I'm producing caoutchouc or bringing it over here. So I'm going to have a bit of a fiddle and have a look around and work out what's going on. So I have no caoutchouc here on Southernly. So we'll go to the New World. We'll have a look if we're producing it over here. So I'm not producing caoutchouc. So I'm going to have to start producing that to get on top of the penny farthings. So what I'll do is I'll come back to Southernly, grab a penny farthing, and smack down one of the factories. Done. Now it's going to start screaming at me that it doesn't have the necessary materials to build it. So that will keep a reminder for me. So what else did I say I needed? Well, sooner or later I'm going to have to start building light bulbs. But how about we deal with what the problems we've got at the moment? Which is canned goods. Look at it. That's shocking. That's really worrying with the canned goods. And the rum. Why's the rum gone? So I think I'm going to need to write a list of all the things that I have to do. I'll be right back. So I've written out a big list of things to do. And it's all so daunting. Very daunting. So we better get to work on it. These are just the problems we're trying to build a metropolis. We're going to start off in Southernly, and we're going to have a look around and try and work out how we're going to attack this. Right. So,
We are missing all the elements to produce a reaction.
we know. So, the canned goods. Why are you only working at that? So, we've got 100% electricity. Okay, so we're not getting enough goulash. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I am not 100% sure. I don't believe that we're going to need a kitchen. It looks like we're lacking red peppers because we've got plenty of beef. So let's put down another red pepper field. Now, where have I been putting them? Looks like I've been placing them over here. Looks like as good a place as any. So come over here. Canned goods. You know the drill. Next.
I do need to simplify my instructions for the workers, lest they find another reason to complain.
Next, I'm going to need to get on top of producing caoutchouc. Yeah, that's going to get really annoying having to pronounce that every time. I'm going to have to find a way around that. So next on the list, and please bear with me because I do struggle pronouncing this word, caoutchouc. We need to start producing
caoutchouc.
And I need to find a better way of being able to say it. Let's move to the New World, and we need to now start producing
Caoutchouc.
So here's the route going from Sassenberg to New Cairns, and we're going to add
Caoutchouc.
and we're going to drop
Caoutchouc.
at Southernly. Accept. Done. Next, we need to start producing it. So what do we need for it? It's just a plantation. So done. We've now built the plantation to start producing
Caoutchouc.
Next, we need to upgrade this small warehouse because it's struggling. Well, I've added a secondary
Caoutchouc.
here up the top. And then, you know me, I changed my mind. Didn't like where I put the first one, so I've moved it from here up to here. So we're going to start framing the city with all the plantations and farmland. So let's cross that off the list. And let's go and have a look at our canned goods and see how they're coming along now. I do believe canned goods will just stay on the list probably permanently because while we're upgrading, we're going to have to keep adding to that. So let's have a look. How's our canned goods? That's not canned goods. That's canned goods. Production has gone up. So let's have a look. Our peppers still aren't good enough. So let's add another. There we go. So now we've doubled the amount of peppers we're producing. Hopefully that will fix it. Back over here, buying another seat. You know the drill.
You will never fully appreciate it.
And we are nowhere near being able to afford to buy the entire island. It's going to cost over 6 million, and I've only got 2.5 million. But that's all right. I just like the fact that he's paying our wages. Here we go. So we're in the new world, and there's the cheeky sod attacking our trade ships. So I've started moving down the 4 battleships I've got here, and we're going to hunt down his man of war here, our first ship of the line, and sink it before it does any more damage to my trade ships. While we're at it, after I sink this ship, I might go and do a bit of tat for tat, sink a few of his trade ships. Now I suspect I'm going to need to continue to upgrade our rum over time. So we're going to start putting the distilleries down here. They have a massive footprint, and so we'll start building it all down here. There we go. So that's our next one, and I suspect it's going to take up a big portion of this. Now that we've just built another rum distillery, we're going to be lacking in sugarcane, so we're going to now have to put down a sugarcane plantation. It's just a matter of where we're going to put them. I found a third distillery. I forgot that I had one over here. So, I'm thinking might just jump ahead and build the 4th one. There we go. So now we've built 4 distilleries. So now I need to build 2 more sugarcane. So I've decided I'm going to build the sugarcane out this direction here. I'm also going to find where the other 2 is, which I think is that one there. Nope. I'm also going to take this sugarcane here and this one here, and I will be deleting them from here. I'm going to build all 4 of them just off here. Done. That's our 4 sugarcane now in, and we can now come over here and just delete these. I think that was the sugarcane, wasn't it? Yes, that's the sugarcane. Don't want to go deleting the wrong thing. And that one there's the sugarcane. So hopefully now our rum is in order. So that's rum off the list. I never expected to see this. Both coal and iron ore on suddenly are completely full to the point where my ships can no longer drop them off there. That's a good sign. That means we're well and truly overproducing on iron ore and coal, which says a lot. We need it to be producing ships, so that's good. Looking at that, we do not have enough tea in Suddenly, and we know why. We're not producing enough tea. So, what are we going to do? Have a look at the list. Look at that, tea. So let's head over and have a look. We'll just double check here on our routes while we're here. We've got 3 ships going from the New World to Suddenly dropping off tea. They're not saying they have an issue with transporting tea yet, but we'll have a look. So over here at New Cairns, we're going to go down and have a look. Where's the tea? Tea. There we go. So simply looking at it, it does not look like we're producing enough tea. We've got 3 ships running it. It doesn't hurt to add an extra little bit of tea. Well, looking at it, it looks like I already had the idea and just didn't build the coffee roaster. That means we must have 4 tea plantations. Is that the case? That looks like cotton. Nope. It is cotton. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already have 4 tea plantations. So we'll just start up the coffee roaster that I must have put down at some other point and didn't build. And we'll see if that fixes our tea problem. Huh. Go figure. It actually has to be built for it to work. Now, let's go have a look and see if our penny farthings have started being produced yet. Come over here.
We've taken to...
And no, we still do not have enough.
Caoutchouc.
Have we produced any?
I have a feeling of inertia.
Ah. And it looks like we're now not producing enough fur coats. Okay, pen out and fur coats. Added to the list. Ah, this list is just getting bigger and bigger. So having a look, we have plenty of fur coming in, like a ridiculous amount of fur coming in. But we just don't have, we're just not producing enough fur coats itself. We've got plenty of cotton fabric. For the moment, anyway. So I'm just going to plop down another fur dealer here. Find a nice sneaky little place to put it. I'm thinking... Right there, we'll do it. So we'll pop down another fur. We'll see how that goes, and we'll play it by ear. Next on the list, sewing machines. Come back up here, let's have a look.
I'm cheery.
We're not producing enough sewing machines. How about in the New World? Do we have enough sewing machines here in the New World? No. So we just don't have enough sewing machines. So back we go to Cape Tuani. Go southerly. Let's have a look. I think I've solved the mystery of why we don't have enough sewing machines. Well, for one, I didn't have this machine on. And two, this one doesn't look to be electrified. There you go, moved it all around a bit. Electrified, 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 electrified. So now I've got to remember that corner really isn't electrified. Yeah, we're sitting here still waiting. So our list now is canned goods. We're waiting to see how they go. Penny farthings. We're waiting to see how they go. Sewing machines. We're waiting to see how they go. Tea. We're waiting to see how that goes. And fur coats. We're waiting to see how that goes. So I'm going to sit back and let's see how it goes. This is a little bit of payback. He's been hitting my ships, so I'm going to hit his ships.
Aye. Stations.
Another one. Hit another clipper. It's 2 can play at this game. Just moving the nana production over here. There we go. Cleaned up the nana production. Looks much better. And we've got a bit of room now if we wanted to stick another one. Now, I feel I've gotten a bit off track this episode. This episode was meant to be about building up in new Cairns. Oh, that's not good. I guess I'm sidetracking again because that looks like I'm in the red financially. Why? Something's gone horribly wrong back at Cape Tuani by the looks of things, so let's go and have a look. What on earth has gone wrong here?
The people celebrate your leadership.
Yes, we're lacking on so many goods. This is not good.
Full of gladness, I make my...
Well, I'm going to have to keep pushing and try and fix that. But it looks like it's all the reasons on our list. So our finances are now climbing again. It looks like we're in a comfortable position once again. So, as I was saying, we keep diverting away from our original goals for this episode, which is building new Cairns. So, let's get back to it. Their needs here at New Cairns need to start being met. So the next one is a boxing arena for their happiness. Done. Next.
Living a joyous life.
They need beer. So we're going to have to start producing beer here at some point. scrap that. We'll have to start building beer in the old world for the new world. But not right now. The more dire need is hats. To build hats, we need a waver. We need a cotton mill, a felt producer, 2 cotton plantations, and 1 alpaca farm. So let's get to work on that. Done. Now, what else do we need for these hats? We're going to need 1 alpaca farm, which we'll put over here. For the moment, it will be moved, but for the moment, I'm just going to plop all our farmland sort of in the same area, because I'm not 100% sure what I'm actually going to do when it comes to farmland. Livestock. I don't know where I'm going to build that here. Maybe over here, or I'm not sure. So we'll just dump it over here for the minute. And next is cotton plantations. I'm going to need 2 of them. Now we've got a couple of cotton plantations
Youth
here.
these days are too lazy to get things done with their own hands.
We've got 4 cotton plantations over here. I want to move them off here. I wouldn't mind filling this space with cotton. So how many do we have? We've got 4 over there. So let's have a fiddle. There we go, done. Now I can come over here. Now I can come over here and delete these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. I can come back here and build this small warehouse. And then I can build a couple of these. And there we go. Now I just have to wait for timber and we'll be right as rain. Our ships are under attack. We've just placed a few ships here at the corner of the map, and so now every time he tries to bring a ship into Cape Tuani, I've got a few ships waiting for him, as you can see. Just sink them before they can do any harm. And there we go. We've added an extra 2 coffee plantations, and then moved the rest of our coffee plantations over here. Oh look, I reckon that. And I think that looks quite nice like that. Now, checking the list, looks like canned goods has settled down for the minute, so that we can cross canned goods off our list. We can also go across and go, sewing machines can be crossed off our list, because that looks like it's all settled down now. Tea, or coffee. Coffee can be crossed off our list. Over the page. Rum is getting better, and penny farthings, sometimes they have them and sometimes they don't. But we are producing them, but that's all right. Whoop, we got rum again. So keep our eye on it, but it looks like our list is looking quite finished. Back again, having another little look-see at Sassenberg, and it's looking great. Look at that, all that green. All that there. Still just waiting on the penny farthings, but that's looking great. So, in the next episode, we'll start looking into light bulbs. But for the moment, I'm happy about that. It means that our balance will have settled down now at a comfortable 10,000k a minute. So that's good. Having a look at a comparison between Artur's economy and our own. We are slowly now starting to bridge the gap between them. Military-wise, he still dwarfs us. But in the economy, we're catching. So there we go. We've officially fixed everything on our list for today when it came to Sassenberg. As for Southernly, not much has changed other than the fact that we've filled out our workforce even further.
Have all I need for my canvas.
Oh, look at that, we're running out of glass now. It's not the end of the world. I can fix that next time. I had to come over here and take back our island at Topolopolis. Jeez, and I thought whatever it was difficult. Topolopolis. Topolopolis? Anyway, Arturo had taken it. We didn't get there in time to rescue it. We then had to wait out the peace period after taking a territory, and then we took it back. So now we've taken that back. Have a look at this. We've built up our defense here at New Cairns. Got a couple of ships in here. So we've slowly been cleaning up all of our plantations here. We've well and truly doubled the capacity for population here on New Cairns. And we have upgraded our population ever so slightly just to continue maintaining all the plantations and coffee and everything else that we've been doing. I don't want to upgrade this area too quickly because they will start eating up on the resources we need for Sassenberg. And we've only just got Sassenberg back under control. We're now sitting on a comfortable 23, just under 24,000 a minute. And we're over 3 million in the bank. So that is a fantastic place to leave it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.